Hello, my name is Celeste and I go by Spirit of a Warrior. And this little video is about opening your heart and just some ideas for peace and connection. These were just some things that came to my mind and I thought I would share them with you. So this is sort of in the form of a mini class. There are several things that we'll do in this video. So first of all, we're doing a guided meditation. So just take a deep breath, center yourself here. Okay, so imagine you're walking on a dock. There's water all around. Imagine the sound of the boards, the creaky wooden boards as you walk to the end of this and look out on the water. There's ripples on the water. You smell the sea that's near the bay. So imagine there's a boat coming in. And simultaneously, there is a group of people coming down the dock behind you. So these people are there to welcome the boat, and there are many of them. And they are getting loud and excited. And you were there first, enjoying the quiet time of the dock. So what is going on here? There's some big feelings of being peeved coming up here. And there's also a belief of I always get overlooked or something closely related. So sit there just for a moment. We won't stay here long. So here's some things we get to do here. So first of all, tap and breathe out on those big peeved feelings 3 times. So first of all, imagine you've got just a lot of them, just however many come to your brain as you close your eyes and think about it. Imagine them being gathered up into like 1 or 2 or even 3 big bags. So they're all condensed and they're all ready to be let go. All right, so let's breathe these out 3 times. These feelings of being peeved. Okay. Let's have some big breaths. Breathe it out like you mean it. Okay, that was good. So with the belief of I always get overlooked, let's say that out loud 3 times and afterwards breathe it out after each time we say it. Okay? You can tap along with me if you want to. This is a habit of mine and I feel like it helps to get the energy moving. Okay, I always get overlooked. Breathe it out. I always get overlooked. Breathe it out. I always get overlooked. Breathe it out. All right, that was great. So, number 3 is to journal. And here's some ideas on journaling. On the next slide. Okay, some journaling prompts. So you could do one of these or all of them, whatever calls to you. So for number 1, if you happen to have any thoughts that come up for you of current or past events in your life, um, that are related to this image that just came up, it would be really healthy for you, I think, to write these down, how you feel about it, what you would like others involved to know about it. Um, that would be really great, just to help you process some of these things. And personally, just for me, I would destroy it after writing it. It's just to help you move through those things. So if anything comes up for you, number 1's great. Um, and here's some prompts just to meditate on, number 2 and 3. So number 2, where in your life do you perhaps feel smaller, unseen, or unrecognized? So probably there is at least one area of your life where you feel that way. Um, Maybe delve into that. Where is that? And then number 3, what does God have to say about you in that same space? Okay. I think those would all be great things to look at before moving on. But either way, let's move on to the next slide. So closing the guided meditation image. So once again, get into that meditative space for a second. Imagine that as this boat comes closer to the dock and the little crowd stands there, They are in anticipation, so excited and anxious. As the boat pulls up to the dock, three men come out and they look really tired, maybe a little weather beaten, but they are smiling. There are cheers going on and smiles among the crowd. There's just so much joy over the return of this boat happening on this dock. And the people in the group are smiling, hugging the men, hugging each other. Some of them shake your hand and they offer you snacks that they brought with them to the dock. And everyone's in just such a celebrating mood. And it's contagious. And pretty soon you are smiling too. Breathe in this joy from this group of people who are celebrating and sharing their joy with you. And I did not write this in originally, but I feel like a positive affirmation here would be really great to add in. Um, so let's put in the affirmation, the right people are always going to see me. Breathe that in right now. The right people are always going to see me. Breathe it in. Two more times. The right people are always going to see me. Breathe it in. And one more. The right people are always going to see me. Breathe it in. Okay, so the meditation was the bulk of this little video, but I also wanted to show a couple of meditative drawings that came up to go along with this guided image. So here we have the key to growth. So if you look at this little shape down at the bottommost part of the drawing, it's a little bit in the shape of a key. And I hope my little head isn't covering up too much of the drawing, but here you have it connected to in integration with these mountains. So for me, I still see this as the significant connection between um, open heart, having an open heart and having growth in your life in general. I feel like a closed heart will be more stagnant, and I just invite you to take a minute and just tune into this image, invite its vibration into your life, so to speak, and think about that connection of growth and open-heartedness. You can pause here if you'd like to, of course. There's one more image I would like to show you. This is the dichotomy of feeling, and I actually feel like this drawing has multiple meanings, but that's what it's doing for us today. I felt in the um, context of this little video. So this little blue statement, how do you survive the pain? That is a prompt for me to remember a story. Somebody asked me once, they went and visited the cemetery where I have a loved one buried. And excuse me, and they said to me, how do you survive the pain? And I thought that's a really interesting question. Um, at first, I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would survive it. But now, 8 years later, I am obviously surviving and I'm not in pain. So I got to thinking about this idea, the idea that different feelings can exist at the same time and be a part of a great whole. And that doesn't just apply to feelings, it can apply to other things too. And in some situations, it's just so important to give space for those different, seemingly opposite things. So, yes, it is very sad and painful to me that that person is not in my human life right now. But I also have joy in the amount of like growth and understanding of having that person with me in a spiritual sense. So so that's just an example from my personal life. So these two seemingly opposite things, they go together, and you can allow these types of things in your heart when you need to. Different seemingly opposite things that come together. And I feel like that will help with just opening the heart and with expanding in general. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of this little video. I would love to hear from you. What impressions did you receive from the artwork I shared in this video? And what other ideas do you have about creating ways to have a more open heart and making that into reality? So do share, and thank you for joining me today. I'm glad I got to share this with you, and I hope that you have a great one. Okay, let me figure out how to